Welcome back to Crypto 618, and in this video we are going to review MetaNFT, the first NFT cross-chain marketplace, the first NFT cross-chain marketplace. Buy and sell your NFTs in Synergy and simultaneously on Ethereum, BSC and Polygon. Simple, powerful and fast. But before we get into it, if you like these videos, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and don't forget to hit the like button. Let's get started. So this project has just been out recently. It's only been out for a few days, and it offers something interesting. So if we scroll down, we have a quick look at this site, you'll see that you can actually create an NFT, you can sell an NFT, and also buy an NFT. And normally what you would have to do is you would have to change, let's say, from 10 BNB, then exchange it for ETH, and then you go to 1 ETH, and then you could buy a NFT on the Ethereum network. But essentially what they're doing is you have your 10 BNB, you will use MetaNFT, and it will buy the NFT in Ethereum on the Ethereum network. So this is a pretty cool concept. So it just means you don't have to switch. So the main features are easy payments, personalized royalties, unique routing system, multi-assets, selling options, and low fees. So this is to do with basically the NFTs and actually selling them on the marketplace. So that's pretty cool. If we have a look at the actual Meta NFT token, so you've got the information here. It's on the Binance Smart Chain, 100 million tokens. It's on PancakeSwap at the moment. Liquidity is locked in Pink Sale, and they've got a audit pending in Certic. So the Pink Sale pre-sale was 42%. They've got 46% on the PancakeSwap, 10% for exchanges, and the first burn airdrop was about 2%. So we have a look at the transaction fees. So every transaction, you've got a buy of 8%, which is 5% allocated to holders. So this is a reflection token. So if you actually hold, you will receive rewards, but I'll get into that in a bit. So 3% will be of the development team. On the sell side, it's quite high. It's 14%. 5% will be allocated for rewards to holders, same as the buy. However, 9% is for marketing. So it's quite a bit of the dollars going into the marketing in there. So that's interesting. Reward system. This is how it works. So essentially, if you hold a small amount of it, you're not going to actually get any of the rewards. The two ways they do it is by being the 1,000 biggest holders. So basically they check all the holders and go, are you in the top 1,000? If so, you get part of the rewards. The other way is the oldest holders. So if you're in the first 1,000 oldest holders, you'll also get rewards, and these are split 50-50 and distributed between those two groups there. So that's a very interesting reward system. The team, which we've got two, Steve and Kevin, both developed this system, which is interesting. So if we keep on going down, you can see that there's this is on the Binance Smart Chain, PancakeSwap, they're listed on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, and also listed on the information for pricing for Binance. The roadmap, essentially they've got the social media, the website, working on the audit and the white paper in January. February is when they're working on the dashboard. They did basically a pre-sale through Pink Sale, launched on PancakeSwap, and they've got CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap listing. They're basically going to be doing research and development, new press releases as we go into March. But then we go into more research and development, cross-chain routing, marketplace website, new exchanges, new interface in Q3, new exchanges, and then looking at another year before they release the full chain capabilities. So they've got a very sort of long time frame, which is fine. Then basically it says some questions. What can you do? You can buy and sell an NFT on the platform and exchange it via the marketplace. And it's also cross-chain NFT, and they intend to basically connect the blockchains together so users can buy and sell between all the chains with the NFTs. So this is pretty cool. They've got all the socials there which you can check out. So it's a pretty interesting project. Haven't seen this type of reward system before, and they have a built-in dashboard, so you can just click on to the dashboard, and this will tell you whether you're in the biggest holder or the oldest holder, and will tell you how many rewards. And at the moment there's 12,000 rewards. That will be the next batch. So these rewards are usually done every 48 hours. This is some of the previous rewards distributed, and this one here I believe is a total $95,000. So it's interesting project. So we'll go back to the main page here. We'll have a look at the chart. So we're looking at MetaNFT. The code is MNFT on PancakeSwap. We're currently looking at the 1 hourly, so you can see that it's only really been 17th, 18th, 19th. So it's only been about 3 or so days, and we can have a look at some of the activity here. So you can see a lot of days where with green, the interesting candle shapes there. So this is interesting, and I'll get to this in a minute. If we have a look at where it's actually went from, how much it's gone up, let's have a quick look at that. So the price range from where it started to probably the highest so far, 792%. So it's nearly 8x. If we come back to here where we currently are, it's around about 5x. So if you got in at pre-sale, you'd be up 5x. So not a bad position to be in at the moment. And at the moment, the volume seems to be pretty good. So the volume is $537,000, and the liquidity is about 1.12 million, which is quite a lot. Holders 4,381. The good trust score, social score is not so great, but yeah, so far that's pretty interesting. Now, what I will show you is on this chart. If we change to the 15-minute chart, I'm going to show you some interesting things in this chart. So you can see some really interesting patterns that are happening. And if we scroll back here, so you can see as it loads, when it first started off, you'll see how it has this basically no one is selling. You just see it just consistently up, 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 and then there was this massive spike here. So really strange patterns forming, and then you get these drops here, and then you see this stair-step pattern. It's like continual buys and no sells until we get here. So this could indicate a bot, and I believe it is a bot. So if we scroll across, you can see it continues stair-stepping. So this is sort of indicating that a bot is actually buying and raising that price, and you can see the volume starting to increase here, and then you've got some sell happening. And as you can see, there's some really strange sort of patterns forming. Even though we are at 5x, you can see some of these where it's dumped and went back up in price. Some really interesting behavior there. So this is a bit unlike a lot of other charts that I've seen, but I believe it's a lot to do with bots actually on the chart, which we'll get into shortly. So let's have a look at the swap analysis. So the token is sellable. It's not a honeypot at this time, meaning you can buy and sell. Be aware with the buy fees, it is currently 8%, so it is less than 10%. That gets a tick. As far as the sell fee, it is not less than 10%, so it's 14%. So be aware of this. When you're buying and selling, I would be setting on PancakeSwap, you need to set your slippage to maybe 16% to actually get that trade to go through. So this is because it is a reflection token and it is paying rewards. You can understand why it is about 14%. With the contract analysis, we can see that it is verified, no similar tokens. Now the ownership is still held with the contract owner, so they can modify things. This is in a lot of contracts. You still have to pretty much trust the devs to not do anything malicious. We have a look at the holder analysis. We can see that we've had 1% burn on the tokens, and the owner creator wallet has less than 5% of circulating supply, which is great. Now what's interesting is all other holders possess less than 5%. So this gets a X. These wallets which contain substantially more than 5%, which will, if sold, have a large impact on the token price. So if we go back and have a quick look at the holders, we'll scroll down here. You can see with the holders here, we've got the liquidity pool. We now have 15%. We've got the contract here holding 8%. And there's a few other wallets. So technically this wallet is not in the liquidity pool, but is controlled by the developer. And also this wallet here, which holds 7%. Now what's interesting is about this particular wallet here, if we have a look over PooCoin, we can see this 1D000B has bought and also sold a lot. And if we go back, you can see that here's the address. So this actually, I suspect, is owned by the developer, and this is a bot buying and selling, which is why we're seeing a lot of interesting activity on the chart. But that is still unlocked and could be sold at any time, and it is quite high. And also this, even though it's in a contract, this could potentially come out of a contract. Couldn't find any locks for this. And these 8% there that can be used at any time. So if the devs do liquidate, they're in a position where they can do that. So just be aware of that. If we have a look at liquidity analysis, we can see that we've got 1449.56 BNB in a pancake swap, and we've got that, so that gets a tick, so plenty of liquidity, and at least 95% of liquidity is burned and or locked, which is currently 99.76%. And 99.76% is in pin lock. However, it doesn't last very long. It's only there for 26 days. Not sure why this is such a short lockup period. Generally, you can get 365 days. That is short. So be aware of that, because essentially once this is over, all this liquidity can be pulled, and the project will be over if they decide to do that and don't relock it up. They get a tick, which is for the owner creator wallet. Wallet contains less than 5% of liquidity. It has 0% currently for liquidity, which is great. Pros and cons for this project is it has a unique proposition that they're basically a platform for creating NFTs and selling, but all being cross-chain. That's very cross-chain. So that's very interesting. The other interesting aspect to this is the reward system, whereby if you're a holder, whether you're the biggest holder or the oldest holder, being in that top 1,000 of each group, you will get rewards, and those rewards come from the transaction fees. So 5% of the rewards are coming back into that system, and so that, you know, that's what makes it good. Sure, they've got a small team that doesn't really show the identities of the team. That's fine, and they have got a roadmap for the next 12 months. So, those are the pros for this. However, the cons of this project is essentially that, one, the actual they're using some bots to create activity on the buying and selling, which is concerning. It is done, but there's a lot of activity happening here, which isn't really genuine interest from buyers and sellers. Is actually generated by the bots, and it's creating, making the chart look a little bit crazy. So that's obvious. The other thing is the wallets. So they actually hold a lot of the coins, as we alluded to earlier. They've got at least 7%, another 8%. So there's quite an amount of tokens that they can use, and this liquidity pool is actually the liquidity pool is currently locked, but that lock will finish very soon. That'll finish in 26 days from the timing of this video, unless they renew it. So those are sort of the cons for this project. So they basically, you would have to trust the devs to continue to, one, not do a rug pull and to lock up the liquidity, and secondly, I think that if they started to deliver some of the project that they're going to talk about and maybe do some AMAs, that would help for this project. But they certainly raised some good money, and they did put most of the liquidity into the project so that you could trade on pancake swaps. So that was really good, but they still have the potential to do a rug pull, which is on the downside. But all in all, we'll have to see. We'll have to watch their Twitter and also Telegram and see if they do any AMAs so that they communicate what they're actually doing. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how what happens with this project. If you have any comments on this project, please leave them down below. If you like this video, don't forget to like. If you would like to see more videos like this, subscribe and the bell notification icon. And I will see you guys soon. Thanks.